Blizzard into Polaris your thing into Hala, and then Miles beat it up. Could be real. Why no Mystique? In my experience playing this archetype in the past, you tend to just not have time to play Mystique on curve. Okay, and then, well, we want a Doctor Doom left because I have another on reveal here, and I want to be able to Grandmaster the Doctor Doom in a pinch. I think Starlit Citadel goes and then Hala. Oh, I'm actually sure though. Read.
Doom rules all.
Lucky Iron Lad. Oh, the Dazzler dies still, though. That's great for us. Ooh, that's a piece of candy. Oh, we can farm Silk Boosters with this deck. I think this is the best Marvel Snap card that I don't have a premium split on yet. And I would really like one. It's 28 enough for the center. No! Oh, are we good? We got the breaker, right? Close.
Victory.
Close. Instructions unclear. Please enjoy your 4,000th Cerebro booster. How about my 1,400th Polaris booster? Have you played a deck where you're like, wow, Grandmaster really made a difference? Yeah, we played a deck the other day that was Sarah and Wave doubling Doctor Doom or Eliath on the last turn that I would describe Grandmaster as not replaceable in it. But outside of exactly that deck, I would say Grandmaster has been replacement level in everything. I think, and this is, it's hard for me to say this. What I'm gonna say is super FOMO-y, and I'm sorry, but it's just how I feel. Grandmaster feels like a card that's just one card away from being absolutely fucking cracked. Like even if it's not, like, it's such a cheap enabler. I feel like even if it's not necessarily busted or strong or better than replacement level right now, I feel like at some point in the future, it probably is very reasonable and key with another card that gets printed. Snapping. I think in the long-term, Snap would benefit from having more new player-friendly economics. So, I feel like a lot of people that talk about the new player aspect of Snap's economics just aren't familiar with the new player aspect that a lot of other card games have. Because compared to most other card games I've played, Snap is very new player-friendly. So something that Snap's economy does that's very intentional and explicit is that it makes it so regardless of when you start playing Snap, you will eventually become Series 3 complete without spending any money. And sure, that's a process that takes a number of months by design, but it's also there to explicitly make it so you eventually catch up to having every single card except a small number of the latest releases just by playing the game without spending anything. And like, if you look at Hearthstone or Magic Arena or others, the idea that you can have absolutely everything like that is just like unheard of in those other games. Yes, and Snap for a long time simply doesn't pair you into other people who have significantly larger collections than you. It also eases you in. Whereas like you're playing Magic Arena, it's gonna throw you into the wood chipper with other players just so long as they're similar MMR to you. I think when you sit down and actually crunch the numbers, Marvel Snap's economy is supremely reasonable. And one that I don't really mind. Jeff.
Spider-Man here.
Not being able to pull dupes or have a dusting system is a positive for building a collection, yes. Yeah, whenever I hear someone try to describe, Hearthstone's dusting system as a positive player-friendly system, it's just huge Stockholm syndrome. Like, the dusting system in games like Hearthstone implement are deeply predatory and shitty for long-term players. They allow you to make a huge sacrifice in terms of short-term things that you have in order to have a short-term small benefit. It is not a system that's good for players. The Miles variant is hot. It really is. Good split too. Gold background with red complementing border.
Doom rules all. Doom rules all.
This is a thing. So we did this in I don't know that Cerebro 5 is necessarily going to be a good and competitive deck to do this in, but this wave into Doom plus Grandmaster by Doom felt pretty powerful in another deck we were playing the other day that we'll have a highlight with on one of the channels shortly. Maybe we'll play some more of it today or tomorrow at some point too, but it'll be tomorrow's highlight on the Hooglandia Snap channel. Ghost Rider Flyby, thanks for the 14 buds. Welcome back. Yeah, the dusting and scrap style systems also get used heavily to justify those types of games printing bad cards. And like, while Marvel Snap obviously has like its Baron Mordors and its Spider-Man 2099s, I think it's fair to say that Second Dinner doesn't create cards with the intention of them just being filler, if that makes sense. Whereas a lot of other card games have lots of cards that are just that, they're filler. All right, Medusa, as you will. I think with Sancta, that's actually an L for us. Auto wave and I'm gonna blob our deck. Auto 50 blob. There's a storm in my deck, chat. This blob could be 17. Thank you very much. Four cards in my deck. If storm is still one of them, we have no deck left. We get to know they don't have Dr. Doom. I'm playing Grandmaster because I want to guarantee Spooderman goes left. Oh, I guess that's not good though, right? Because he takes the Space Stone with him. Dead gamers.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Art filler cards primarily for limited formats. Speaking of Stockholm Syndrome, I find it so funny when people are like they have to print filler cards for limited formats when those same people will also be like, you know what I really love? I love playing Cube and Modern Horizons, formats full of just high-powered, no filler limited. So no. The filler is not there because... The filler is not there because, Are we supposed to Shang-Chi Grandmaster? Maybe the Spider-Man went here, right? So it's not guaranteed to hit center? I don't know that I want a coin flip for 3 more cubes. The filler is very much there because the monetization of traditional TCGs is to sell people loot boxes. Honestly, the bad cards inside of booster packs like that are kind of the same reason that what's it called? Are the same reason that like avatars and titles exist inside of reserves in Marvel Snap, right? They're only there because they can't give you a card or a meaningful reward in every loot box. And instead of having other filler, you have the cosmetic filler in Snap. I'm snapping because I have Storm into Cerebro into hopefully a Dr. Doom on Carmartage.
Wind, aid my hand.
I'm going to play Enchantress or Cerebro this turn. I think I'm going to play Cerebro and just bank on. Just bank on drawing Dr. Doom. Punish for my sequencing. If I would have Enchantress last turn, I could have gone Cerebro Silk or Cerebro Lizard this turn is a good thought. Yeah, I'll make this the game. We're 25% if I do. This deck would love 4/5 Captain Marvel. I would really love to see them undo that nerf. Hopefully they play Devil Dinosaur here this turn and this Enchantress just puts them in an absolute trash can. They have a 6-drop though, potentially. Oh, they're snapping the Professor X. Bye, bud. All right, let's draw Dr. Doom, huh? Rewarded for waiting on the Enchantress, huh? Bot, dip dot, my Doom bots. Really love my Doom bots. Gonna get a Goliath. Yeah, yeah. We beat Magneto mid. Yes, I think so. Maybe. Magneto mid's also bad for us, right? No, yeah, we beat Magneto mid because we'll be 15 to 13 and we'll be 12 on the right. Oh, no, wait, they pull the Storm too. No, we lose to Magneto mid. Magneto mid, Goliath left will beat us. Rip.
Doom rules all.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have played the Dr. Doom in the middle, right? If I play the Dr. Doom in the middle, do we win there most of the time? If I put the Dr. Doom middle, we win every time, right? Because if Enchantress stays, we're 10 to 8, and then we're 5 to 4. If Cerebro stays, we're big enough here to beat them. Regardless of which of these does it, if I replace any of these with Dr. Doom and put one of these back where it was, we win the game. And this would have also beat Goliath left. Okay, I missed that. Got a little bit too excited about our Enchantress hitting. I had already locked in my plan. We couldn't undo it once Magneto came up. No, Magneto pulls at random. Very common misconception that he has agency. Pure RNG card. I really like Magneto's power level of position in the metagame. I think a 6-drop having the type of effect that's not just raw stats that Magneto has is very good for the game. Yeah, I think the only thing Dr. Doom middle lost to was them playing Goliath middle, which was unlikely. Someone in chat said Magneto feels like he's approaching a Shang-Chi level of endgame. Yeah, he costs 50% more energy than Shang-Chi though, right? He should have a big effect. He's a big finisher. If Shang-Chi costs you 6 energy, you'd never hear a complaint out of me. Mr. Disney, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Welcome back. It's the best deck with all these Shangs going around. I think the Zabu Stature deck that we've played a good bit of is a phenomenal choice. It's a deck that gets to play its own copies of Shang-Chi, while also not getting hit by opposing Shang-Chis. Six energy Shang is kind of old Goliath, though they're very different. Those are very different things. But Enchantress the Mobius, because it only does it turn off by Lizard, but also means if I draw a wave next turn. Yeah, solid go of it. Loopy! Saw you popping with some metrics yesterday, Loopy. You've been having some good streams. Thanks for the 5 months. Alright, Spider people, let's take Miss Marvel on a trip, huh? Gamers, if you're looking for another excellent Marvel Snap content creator to follow, tap the heart above the chat there to give Loop a follow. If they shang me left... Oh wait, I should do this to kick Silk out of here, right? I think this wins the game a lot of the time. We'll see. Master of Tricks, thank you for the entire year of support. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Chat, we gotta pedal before my cheese fries get here, chat. Okay, the way they sequence this, they could kick Silk back into the left. And then we win that path with her. That's delicious.
Victory.
Grandmaster Doom seems kind of real in this deck, chat. I'd say Grandmaster Doom definitely feels like the most powerful thing Grandmaster's been doing so far. It seems like it's got some reasonable legs here. I'm doing swell, Nathu. It's an amazing rap name, Grandmaster Doom. Yes, the Sarah Wave Grandmaster Alliance Doom deck will be the highlight on my main channel tomorrow. Marvel Snap. Hello. Marvel Snap. We almost don't need Cerebro here at this point. Well, that Cerebro 5's always kind of been that way. It's always been a deck where you can make big enough numbers where you technically don't need Cerebro to win the game. But also at the same time, if you just like fit Cerebro in on curve somewhere, having Dr. Doom be 21 points of power is like also pretty good, right? If you have a Cerebro in play, Grandmaster Doom is 35 points of power. It's a lot of stats, Chip. Speaking of... Ow, lucky. Still hit the one they wanted. Spidey used to grab face down cards. Correct. In the most recent patch, they talked about how they were changing it so the only cards that impact face down cards now are ones that explicitly mention it. That being said, they have a bunch of... Oh, they don't have a blade. They don't have a black tie. I expected them to blade me. That's actually a little unfortunate for us, because now my Grandmaster is not guaranteed to hit Dr. Doom. This deck's incidentally mostly gold, isn't it? Should I sub my Storm out for another gold card? Probably.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I'll do it again, I swear. Their scar is 0. Oh, their scar is 0, right? I think we're dead.
Doom rules all. Doom rules all.
Unfortunately, Doom does not rule this board. Rip. Your numbers just aren't big enough. I assume this matchup is probably impossible for our deck. They're just gonna make numbers bigger than us very consistently. Yeah, this is a matchup where to have a chance we probably need the Cerebro, and even then it's not necessarily going to be good enough. Oh, are we supposed to storm Grandmaster Storm here? Yeah, maybe.
When
I was just gonna hope the expansion didn't fuck us, but yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right that that's the line. Crap.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, come on. I mean, I guess we're still winning there, but...
Victory.
It worked out. There are a couple of things we could have done with Grandmaster. Maybe we were supposed to Grandmaster on 4 to shove one of these into the center. To shove the Gamora into the center. Ended up working out though. Sinister London is significantly better for them than us. Play double Lizard out here on the off chance we can peel a Storm and take London off the board, but... Well. Moments like this, it's like technically not optimal to retreat, but it feels like, yeah, we probably should just like save everybody some time.
My hand.
I'll build my own legion with Grandmasters and Storms.
Opponent snapped.
Good job thinking long and hard about it, bud.
Escaped.
Crimson Cosmos is a little awkward for their deck in spots. They get their 6s into there, but Sarah and Zabu means they can't play their 4s there. Like Ghost Rider or Blade.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Enchantress right into Grandmaster meant that if my opponent played Black Knight plus a discard on 4, they would have been able to use the Zabu discount on 5. And I get that, they played another ongoing in the middle, but there's a reason not to do that. Diva, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate the prime. I'm gonna draw Dr. Doom here. Think this ever wins the game? So 24 in the middle and 9 on the left. This beats them if they don't play for Crimson Cosmos. Well, I'm for one. Well, they just have discarded a Ghost Rider. I think we beat that though, right? They're +2, they're 25. Hey, gotta run off 3 in a row. We'll snap on 1 for the next one and see if we can take us down, but I assume this matchup's difficult to impossible for us. Last I checked, I don't think the Black Knight deck has, necessarily busted stats, but it definitely feels like it's the pub stomper deck of this format. Every time I'm playing a random brew that like feels somewhat reasonable into a bunch of things, I queue up into this matchup and I'm like, man, this seems unwinnable. It's the deck that gatekeeps all the B tier decks in the format. Is it the new Loki? No, Loki was the opposite, actually. Loki was a deck that explicitly preyed on the decks that were considered good and tiered. Danger room. Oh, wave meant they discarded Sarah, so that works out for us. Sometimes lucky.
Doom rules all.
Clear for takeoff.
Fred, the Shuri deck you posted on Threads yesterday, it's really fun. Yeah, it's solid. That'll definitely have a highlight. Grandmaster is redundant for Taskmaster. It's a pretty reasonable direction to take that archetype, but I think. I didn't want something in the middle. What if I do this to kick Silk out and then Spider-Man to try and jump in? I don't want to Spider-Man from here because I could be pulling a Scar in. You think that's the line?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Don't kill my Spider-Man, Danger Room. Alright, don't call it a comeback, but that's our first of what needs to be 2 more 3-cube wins. If we win the next 3-cuber, we'll then be 3-2 and we'll have a leg up. So we gotta win the next one. Yeah, I was surprised when they released the blade and it had protection too. Protection from all the tech cards. Discard, they discarded Sarah, we discarded Silk. And honestly, that's just good for us in general, because it means that our opponent's Ghost Riders are less consistent now. Hey, well, thanks for coming back, I'm sure. Appreciate you cooking it up. Diva Charlie, thank you for the 13 months. Master of Tricks, thanks for the entire year. Ooh, that discard. They left, so now we're 3-3. All right, chat. This is it. Don't call it a comeback. To fix the blade, they should just make Enchantress and Shang-Chi into a single card. You joke, but that's basically That's basically how Magic the Gathering has managed their formats for the last little while. You power creep, and then you power creep the power creep. Silk's a dangerous game with Oscorp Tower. Sokovia, chat! Thank goodness for location batching, letting us win this match. You know what they say, chat? Life's a batch and then you die. We got 2 shots to finish them off. Hell's Kitchen's good location variants for them. Black Knight and Blade are both important ones for them to have. Can we say come back now? No, they could definitely crush us twice in a row. A Lizard mid into Storm mid.
Wind, aid my hand.
Silk! Miles, thank you. I put this here. This will give me 14 over here, up to 16. Which matches their blade. Their blade's 12. Oh, we're a little short, right? Oh, we're short. So 16 to 16, 21 to 20, and then 7 to 12. Power blade in hand. Enchantress is symmetrical because she's a well-balanced tech card. Oh, 23, counting, still losing though. Enchantress is symmetrical because she's a well-balanced tech card, so if I Enchantress them here, I lose my +2s everywhere. Gamers, in it to win it.
This land is always changing.
lure Shang-Chi into them potentially playing a Magneto here is good for us. Let's find out if they have it. They only have 4 cards out of their deck.
Doom rules all.
I think it's this. I think it's this so I can play 3/3 on the last turn. It exposes my Marvel to Enchantress, but if they Enchantress my Marvel, then they're Enchantressing their Mr. Fantastic as well. I think if they had Magneto, they would have played it on an earlier turn when I waved, but they did play Sarah, so it could be Magneto still, yeah.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Good? Woo!
Victory.
What a game of Marvel Snap. Eked out the tough matchup. That's a good one. All right, Cerebro 5, chat. Looks like it's time for some adverts. We'll see you on the